Hello everybody, hope you're okay. Welcome to Wimbledon Park, or the gate to Wimbledon Park, former golf course. Bit of a bone of contention amongst local golfers. Anyway, not about golf today, about running. Got my first track race of the year, 1500 in the Vets League. I'm not even selected for my team, so Chris Ness is selected ahead of me. So if we're in the same race, I'll see if I can get anywhere near him. Anyway, so yeah, just to see how I can go. Having played golf the last 2 days, I'm feeling a bit stiff and tired, but I'm making my excuses early. Terry, first quote of the season.
I've just done my annual 100 for the power of 10. And these little bad boys, these are TK Maxx specials.
Okay, they're like sprint spikes.
They are, and it was only $24.99.
Maybe not going to wear them for the 5,000, they'll be a bit uncomfortable.
No, I would not wear them for the 5,000, no way. But hey YouTube, keep on the great work.
Cheers. So here we are starting off at the 1500. This is the M50 match race. I was actually a non-scorer. Chris Ness, my club mate, got the scoring number, and I was a non-scorer, also an N50. I'm 57 and he is 53, so giving away a few years. But I tucked into 6th place in this race. Quite a few people I knew in this race. Steve Winder there is taking it out at the front. You can tell he's a long loping stride, and the best runner in the field, well, historically and as it turned out today, was Freitas, a sub-4 miler with a PB of 3:39 from 1993, I think. So Steve Winder basically took it up the whole way, and Matt just sat in behind him. Matt's a very canny racer, often notorious for doing just enough to win the race. Chris Ness there in 3rd. 4th is Simon Pocock from Epsom and Ewell. Interesting character there in 5th. John Millington was a 350 1500 metre runner. Then I'm in 6th, and there's a gaggle of Hercules Wimbledon vets behind. So at this stage I was feeling okay. I think I went through the first 300 under 60 seconds. And I was thinking, well, how close to a 5-minute 1500 could I do, having done 5.9 indoors? I was feeling quite jaded though, because I had to play golf Saturday and Sunday. Well, I didn't have to, but it just turned out that's the way it was for the matches. So I was coming into this race sort of feeling like I was quite tired, and I just wanted to sort of have a good run out. I got the new Dragonfly 2 spikes on. I'll have a bit of a chat about them afterwards. Didn't really notice much difference, to be honest. A bit more bouncy perhaps, but I think they were just new spikes. So you can see that I'm tucked into 6th place, just trying to stick on the shoulder of John Millington. Apologies for the matchstick figures, but thanks to Yanni Craner for doing the filming. It's very difficult with the GoPro with no zoom lenses. I think you'd have to be sort of rushing trackside, but to get a good view. So here's Steve and Matt Freitas in the first 2 there, and they've got away, having a very nice race, and then Chris in 3rd with Simon in 4th. So starting to be a bit of a sort of a gap now to 6th where I am, and I'm just hanging on there to John. Not feeling too bad this time. What am I through there in? So if it was 1 minute at yeah, just going out to about an 84 there, I think, for that second lap. So I think I was self-time about 81, then an 85 I think it will come in at. So I realised when I heard the splits that I wasn't going to quite make a sub 5 today, but then I was looking at to think, well, how good a race can I have? And at this stage I was just trying to race the people around me, and perhaps it didn't quite turn out quite as well as I'd hoped, because I dropped back a few places towards the end. Perhaps these days I have a bit of a mental block in 1500s, just hear those lap splits too often. I should just get on and race it. So of late I've been sort of training sort of more like almost not quite a marathon training, but yeah, just doing a lot of mileage, a lot of steady margin. That's about an hour easy each day. Then doing 2 sessions a week, tending to do one shorter one and one longer one. Still training with Matt Rees, the Welsh runner. That's working out quite well. And at this stage, I think I actually got into 5th place, and perhaps I'm now leading the chasing pack, but also a long way behind. And Steve and Matt there are having a very good race at the front. That must be their bell. What are they coming through? About 3:26, something like that. And then Chris is coming in nicely. He ended up doing 4:52. So, and then Simon there, he did end up doing 5:01. So he didn't quite make the sub 5. But yeah, then I hadn't got past John, and then he went past me and got into a sprint. And at this stage, I think I was starting to feel it a bit. What am I through there in about 3:49, 3:50. So yeah, I needed a sort of a 70-second last lap. In the days of old, I could knock out sub 60s, but it was the days of old for sure. And yeah, a good spread of people in this race. There was about half of them were in the match and half of them non-scorers. Most of the people were sort of my age-ish. Looking at the list here, I think technically it was the second V55, because Matt Freitas is a V55 as well now. He's exactly now 55. So at this stage, I think I then had a couple of Hercules Wimbledon people come past me. So I think then I got into about 8th place, and it was really just hanging on for dear life. But you always feel that you can find a bit on the last lap. And here's a good finish. Matt Freitas there, a bit of a caddy one. Stephen led all the way, but Matt just sort of nipped him at the end there. 4:43.2 for Matt, 4:43.8 for Steve. And here's Chris coming in, 4:52.5. Good run from him. He does very little mileage, so I'm all sort of impressed by the fact he can run so well off that. We've got Simon Pocock here, 5:01.8. Next we've got Felix Allen, 5:06.1. Then Jim Carrington, 5:07.2. John Millington, 5:09.2. So I did lose quite a lot on the last lap there. And here I am, it looked like I've got a big lead, and just about as Cardinal Sin in a track race to get overtaken on the line there by Jim Whitworth, 5:13.6. And then Tim Kimber, who I've had many battles with over the years, 5:18.0. Yeah, it was a solid race. I mean, 5:14.1, not the slowest I've done in recent years, but by all means, not the best either. So I hope I can get nearer to 5 minutes by the end of the season.
Second time on the track.
Yeah. Did you get under 5?
Yes. Mission accomplished.
Oh, well done. Yeah.
It was. I think the timekeeper first lap.
It was well, that was it. I had 74.
I'm running an 800.
Yeah, I thought, oh, I'm not going that fast. I thought I suddenly realised I was in the wrong place, but yeah.
How was it for you?
It was all right. Yeah. I feel a bit. I had to play golf Saturday and Sunday, so I'm making excuses for a bit tired. But
no, it takes
I won the matches, but I had to get them done. But yeah, I think it's a good run out because it's about where I thought I was going to be. But just need to get a few races in now. I think because I haven't raced since the indoors. I think you just need to get them in, don't you?
It takes a few. You need shots too. Yeah.
You did back in the day. So I think at the moment I'm better at 8s as well. All my indoor rates were a lot better than the 15 I did.
I'm looking forward to anything a bit shorter. It's good to see Steve and Matt there out there watching them at the front battling.
Oh, who won it?
Matt.
Oh, he's such a canny runner, yeah.
But no, it was good.
Well, he was only a couple of years ago. He was running 4:20, so he's probably not far off that shape again. I think. He's probably thinks he's got a chance of the nationals this year. Yeah.
Well, I'm off to the long jump, so.
Right, well done. So, which of you two did you manage to? Was it Matt managed to take the win?
Yeah, Matt took me. Yeah. It was. Look at me if you want it. It was a decent race. I wasn't sure how many I had behind me. I wasn't going to look ever.
Yeah, quite a few behind you. Who did you meet?
I was hoping.
Yeah, like you were in front. Everyone was behind you.
No, I mean, I was hoping it was all going to go
I was about
quiet
6th for a while. Then I sort of lost a few of the last lap, which was a bit annoying.
I started to nudge the effort up, and I just thought, right, go quiet behind me. I could hear someone go on Matt. And
Matt's the ultimate racer. Back in the day, he would. Southern League races, you just sit there and do the least as possible, wouldn't you?
Pretty much so, mate.
And then when you tried to go at 250, I was just holding you a bit, and I thought, I was wondering, is that all he's got? I was just going, I think we were both giving each other a test out. Little test out.
I couldn't get past you. I thought, no, I'll just wait and see what happens.
I think they got the first lap split wrong, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
In the wrong place. I had time way quicker than I thought.
I think it was about 75, 76.
Yeah.
I was trying to run, I can't hit that easily, about 76.
Yeah.
And certainly after 2 laps, I'd done 2:32.
Yeah.
So I was on pace after 2 laps.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he called 72, I thought, that can't be 72. I feel too good.
I had my watch beep, but it was. I think he was at the first curve and the second one.
Standing right over here.
Yeah.
We had about 20 more meters to go.
Yeah. I suppose it was 74 or something.
Just trying their best.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it's all right. It was about what I expected. I just need to get a few races in now to get back in swing of it again. I haven't done any race for a month or 2 now.
Get 1 or 2 under your belt. I thought this was going to be awful today, but it was actually quite nice. Massive warm-up needed.
You really need to track race. I think I lost a bit of. I got past the guy with a lap to go, and then he came past me again. And 3 came past me at the same time, which is a bit demoralising. You think, I just couldn't hang on to them. But how did you find the new spikes?
What are these? These are new Dragonfly.
These are the Dragonfly Protos.
Dragonfly 2s or whatever they are.
Which I've got on as well.
Mine
And number 2s.
Yeah.
New edition.
nice. These ones actually fly.
They didn't really fly me to a.
Because they do them in the Olympic colour.
They got four spikes rather than 6. That's
look, there's number 1. Obviously, there's number 2.
I think they're a bit wider here. What size are these?
These are UK 9.5, 9 or 9. Those are a 9.
They're a 9, yeah.
What's that?
9.5.
They've just got a bit more. I think they've got a bit more padding as well.
Yeah. They feel quite bouncy, but then you knew she would do.
I don't know about yours. Yours look flatter than mine.
They've modelled that. They've modelled that on the Alpha Fly 3. Right. That bit there. If you look at the Alpha Fly 3, but obviously it's heavily stacked.
They feel quite aggressive, but it's not as aggressive as the Victories. But I got some as well. Yeah,
it looks good.
Yeah.
They still got a hole. I find it easy to put your finger in.
Yeah, no, I do.
Takes a bit of weight, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that and all.
Yeah.
I think the difference.
I think I did notice the 4 spikes. Maybe just slightly didn't feel the plate quite as much, but for a long distance race, that's probably this as well.
Are they saying?
But I mean, I think if you put it on blind, you could struggle to know the difference. To be honest.
Yeah, literally, like a blind test.
Yeah, I won't try your 9 because I'm a 13, but so yeah, as a 9 up against this is 9, is it?
That's a 9.5.
That's a 9.5, and that's a 9. Yeah. So yeah, you can see that I've got a bit more length than on there.
Little bit.
Yeah.
You like a narrow shoe, don't you?
Well, I've got a narrow foot, yeah. So, I mean,
is that why you go for the Vaporfly ones? Because they are a beautiful shoe.
Yeah, that helps.
Ones.
Yeah.
I like the Vaporfly 2s as well.
They got each one version got slightly wider. I mean, they're not really. I mean, I get locked in, okay.
I don't like the Alpha Flies, to be honest.
No, I never like them. Go on, Gina, well done!
I've got 2 pairs of the one.
Gina and me always battling for the sub 5, but maybe not today for either of us.
I think I've got about 10 pairs of the Vaporfly 2.
Oh, Simon!
Nice.
Whenever they're cheap,
Simon B, one leading M6s around.
They're so nice.
Really nice.
Would you go up to a half in them?
No. I like him. To be honest, I like
Mandy. Go on, Mandy, well done! Hang in there!
Well done, Ness, well done, Polly, well done, Lisa. Then the other way round, this, the sprinting spike, this is a size 10. Okay. But I tried them on and they were snug. Okay, very interesting.
So my race done, I think it was about 5:40. I'll take that. It was about what I expected. Obviously, I hope for a bit better, but on sort of like tired legs. I mean, not making excuses, but sometimes you just have to run with what you got. I think I just need a few more races as well. I started off sort of quite well. I was in about 5th or 6th. I thought I would sort of try and hang on to the back of Chris Ness, but my clubmate, but he went off pretty quickly, and I realised that was no hope of that. And then Steve Winder and Matt de Freitas battled it out for the win. Matt just got it at sub 4 miler. And Steve Winder, he's one of the leading M50s in the country, multiple national champion at cross country and multi-terrain race as well. So yeah, I've featured on a video with him before that I linked before. So yeah, they got away. Matt's a wily old dog, just took it in the sprint. I was a bit annoyed at the end because got past one guy, get back to about 6, and then at the same time, about 3 more came past me coming into the last lap. Couldn't just quite hang on to them. And then the other guy that overtook and re-overtook me. So yeah, so I think it was about 81, 85, 86, and then last 300 was, I don't know, just over 60, I think. So yeah, good effort, good first go, but just need to get used to this sort of speed again, really. And I think at the moment I'm more looking to 8s as well than 15, so another excuse. So I hope you find this interesting. Like and subscribe on that, and see you in the next one then. Bye. Gina.
Oh no.
So I looked at your time, my time. 14, both 5:14. I was 0.1 and you were 0.4.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, you win.
Small victory.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been a bit quicker though for both of us, really. But
Great.
Anyway, good luck at the 4.
Thank you.
You get one up from me there.
Yeah.